Right on Iran's coast sits one of the most dangerous flashpoints on the entire planet. It's the Bushehr Nuclear Power Plant, a civilian station or a geopolitical trigger.
So what if it gets hit?
Well, the fallout would be catastrophic, and it would spread far beyond Iran.
So let's look at the target. What makes Bushehr so uniquely dangerous?
For starters, you've got over 220,000 people living in the city right next door. The plant itself runs on Russian tech and holds a massive amount of radioactive material. Look, we know what reactor accidents like Chernobyl look like. This is totally different. All right, let's get into the strike itself and how this would actually play out. The goal of a strike would be simple: take out Iran's nuclear capabilities. But you can't escape the physics of it. There's just no way to bomb a reactor cleanly. What happens instead is a dirty explosion. It scatters radioactive material absolutely everywhere. We're talking about the same radioactive signatures from every other nuclear disaster. This stuff is very real. And this leads directly to the first major impact, the fallout across the entire region. That nearby city has zero nuclear evacuation plan, no iodine pills, people there are completely exposed. The fallout would then poison the Persian Gulf, the main source of drinking water for millions. And the World Health Organization says the consequences, like cancer, would last for decades. And from there, the crisis goes global, starting with Iran's response. You know it's coming. Iran would almost certainly blockade the Strait of Hormuz, cutting off 21% of the world's daily oil. Some analysts think oil prices would instantly spike to $150 a barrel. Other models, they show prices surging past $180, kicking off a global recession. Then, Iran's axis of resistance gets activated. You're looking at a multi-front war. A war like that could displace 9 million Indian workers, severing a $40 billion lifeline. So, what's the takeaway here? It's that there is simply no such thing as a clean strike. We've spent 75 years avoiding the use of nuclear weapons. This unleashes the very same horror. So the real question isn't if the world can afford the strike, it's if the world can survive what comes next.